Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk about something that's a very serious subject. Pause for effect. It is my love for watching the Three Stooges. Yes, you are surprised. Yep, I have been a Three Stooges fan for a very long time. In fact, every night, with exception of 2 nights a week, I watch Three Stooges before I go to bed. I just simply love. I simply love just watching the, a time where it's just slapstick comedy. I fell in love with that, which also, I fell in love with Naked Gun because of slapstick comedy. It was just, in Dumb and Dumber. But before it was anybody, it was the Three Stooges. I mean, it was other people too, but Three Stooges, and originally it was Ted Healy and his Three Stooges. And a lot of people probably didn't know that Shemp Howard was a part of the original act from 1923 to 1932. And then Curly, was the replacement, and it was a lot of like Ted. I think Ted Healy was an alcoholic or a drunk or something. He wasn't a good business person, and Three Stooges just took it and did their own thing. I simply love. I love the comedic. All of them. The later years, it was kind of, like Joe Besser. It was okay, but, and then I think Joe DeRita, they were okay, but at that time, they'd been on television for well over 25 years, 30 years, and it went off television, then came back in popularity. It was one of my favorite things to do. If people ask me what is my favorite Stooges, and believe it or not, it's with Shemp Howard. And, Joanne, you love birds. And actually, no one knows that he was actually the guy who, say, Joanne, you love birds. He was actually the last official Stooge. There's a picture of him being the last official Stooge. But Mo Howard died. Or somebody died, or maybe later find he died, and then it just ended. At that time, everybody was in their 60s and 70s, ready to retire and stuff like that. They'd been retired, but they had longevity of being on television. But, as funny as they were, they wasn't as rich as they could be. Like most people, most films, they were greedy after money. They were greedy, and they really shortchanged them. Actors didn't have the power like they have today to control their finances and ask for a stronger piece of the profit. So they did a lot of films, but they didn't get the financial credit that they deserved. But overall, um, you know, they'll never be duplicated, with their amazing gift. They were the master of slapstick comedy, and I know there's Albert and Costello and Hardy. I think I'm probably saying it wrong. And I watched I watched their films too, which it's been a while since I watched some of those, but it was just a timing that was so good. And actually, I have to credit Three Stooges. They did, they're Jewish descent, and of course, a lot of people had views of Jewish actors of their time, but they also, work with minorities. And in a time where a lot of people didn't, now they're probably a product of their time, good or bad. Those times wasn't like best for minorities, but there was some slivers of hope. But I would like to think of them just a product of their era, and they did what was best for them. And sometimes when we watch these old films, and now in today's woke generation, we view old stuff like, oh, see, they were racist and this and this. You have to understand the product of their time and the era of their time, and people just did what they could. It's hard to make a stand. It's hard to make a stand and try and change generation. It's always, if you do something, you're going to lose popularity, or it is. But anyway, long story short, love the Three Stooges. Watch it every night, with exception 2 nights a week. I watch it every day to unwind, and it's one of my great love of seeing Three Stooges. I was very happy with the Three Stooges movie that came out maybe like 11, 12 years ago. Will Sasso, he was a perfect Curly. It was cool. I was glad they did the movie. And can they do another movie? Sure. But it's for us old heads. And then and Mel Gibson did a documentary, did a biography movie on them at 2000, and show you, what they really had to go through. And a lot of comedians, they suffer. I've heard that some comedians are some of the saddest people in the world. They're some of the saddest people in the world, the comedians. But, anyway, I enjoyed Three Stooges. All right, have a good one.